Hey guys, Wayback Rewind here. I'm starting a brand new travel zoom series. It's in 5 parts, and I took 5 different cameras. And these are cameras you've seen before, but I demonstrated these cameras before just for a tiny bit. But now I'm going to demonstrate them on location as if you were on holiday, because I was on holiday and I took them with me to 2 different locations, to Japan and Vietnam. So each camera is going to be featured in one of these 2 locations. So in part 2, I take my Kodak AZ 528 to Vietnam. Coming up next, here on Wayback Rewind. In part 2, we travel to Vietnam, and I bring with me my Kodak branded Chinese camera, the AZ 528. This is branded Kodak under license to JK Imaging of California. It's very similar to the last original Kodak, the Z990. Many people suspect that it's made in the same exact Chinese factory as the Z990, but it has a longer zoom lens at 52x and it uses a lithium battery, but it lacks a viewfinder. If you're enjoying the videos here at Wayback Rewind, consider a membership. There are many exclusives, such as early access to videos, members-only videos, and members-only chat, and much, much more. Please join now. Upon arrival in Vietnam, I shot the incidental footage with my phone, but not a modern phone. I shot with a Samsung Note 8, which came out in 2017. Here in Vietnam, I was shooting with my phones as my primary camera, but when the occasion called for it, I pulled out the AZ 528. Okay, you just walk, and they just figure it out somehow. The jewelry store, for some reason, doubles as the money changing place. Don't quite get it. That's just how it is. So now, 2.5 minutes into the video, we see the Kodak AZ 528 footage. This is a 16 megapixel sensor, 1/2.3 inch CMOS. It's a relatively small sensor, but it does shoot full HD video at 1920 by 1080, but at a relatively modest bitrate. You can judge from yourself if the stabilization is working well from this moving vehicle. The focus tends to hunt. I'll give it some credit because it's going through glass here, but especially when zoomed, the focus will struggle. Max resolution on stills is 4608 by 3456, which is 16 megapixels. Relatively modest by today's standards. It has a 3-inch LCD, but is non-articulating. Vietnam is this interesting culture where the motorbike is the predominant form of transportation. And they kind of just follow their own rules. They don't really follow the traffic laws the way we would interpret it. And I'm really impressed with the passengers, how nonchalant they are, texting without even holding on. And I even saw women riding side saddle, texting without holding on. I don't think I ever captured that on video, but it is just amazing to me. You see babies, grandmas, people of all ages riding scooters as if it's like just nothing. And here you see me on the back of a scooter shooting with the AZ 528. That's it.
Tới đó rồi, dạ. Dạ, dạ, dạ. This is my dad's friend place. I don't know what to say. Welcome to Vietnam.
This is the Kodak AZ 528 in Japan. Oh wait, wrong country. We're in Saigon.
And we're try out the new Metro.
Okay. Thank you. Metro is super deep, like most Soviet designs. Not Soviet?
Japan style. Look, Japan style.
Japan style. You want to see something on camera? One of my viewers wanted to see humans. I had no issue with battery life. I could shoot all day with this camera and not even worry about it. But I'm just demonstrating here how easy it is to plug into a small power bank and charge this camera through the USB port. On this particular day in Saigon, I carried this camera everywhere, and it's small enough to take with you on holiday without any problem. And unlike many more expensive cameras, it even has a built-in flash. So my friends invited me out for lunch and then also to karaoke. And I shot this footage with my iPhone XS Max. Just for comparison, you can see how a slightly more modern camera can shoot in this type of lighting. But then you will see how the AZ 528 does. Unfortunately, I was getting copyright claims from these songs, so hopefully I'll be able to share one with you that maybe won't get a claim. Now we switch to the AZ 528. The zoom is not very smooth, and it has a tendency to lose focus while zooming. And even without zooming, the focus tends to go in and out. And you cannot zoom smoothly and maintain focus during zoom. That was my original complaint about this camera, and that hasn't changed.
Biết.
So I'm not going to get in the water. I'm not a water person. But I like looking at it and listening to it.
So we're on the beach here in Nachiang, and I'm using the AZ528. And what are my final thoughts?
I believe so.
As I said, I did not bring a primary camera other than my phones, which were old phones, by the way. So, is this camera good enough to take with you on holiday? If you manage your expectations properly, for $200 or so, this is a good camera. The one thing that I didn't like about it when I tested it before was how the zoom lens is kind of clunky and it can't zoom smoothly and it loses focus while zooming. For a $200 camera, I mean, if you manage your expectations, it can do pretty well. In my previous review, I said that, for $200, I might make another choice, but there really are no other choices. The Chinese cameras have pretty much taken over this niche of very inexpensive cameras using names from companies that have long since been bankrupt, like Kodak, Minolta, and Vivitar. And for $200, this is a pretty good camera. I mean, is it going to shoot as well as a Nikon Z6 III? Of course not. The lens on the Nikon costs 10 times more than this camera. But if the $200 is all you have, this is a good camera. And you can take it on holiday and you will get decent pictures. If you found this interesting, please hit the like or subscribe button, and thank you for watching.